So good morning, or good afternoon, good evening from, depending on what time you'll be watching this. Today is the 14th of July, 9:15 a.m. I'm just getting ready for the London session. Usually we trade every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday. And so today is our first trading day of the week. And I just want to do a quick analysis. So this clip is just basically me just looking at the markets and trying to see what are the potential trade ideas that I will share with the team start of the London session. So usually, as you all know, I just check out about a couple of trades, like maybe 10 to 15 trades, and then I share about 8 to 10 of these every day. Of every day, meaning the days that I do trade. So first up, as always, US 30. Now, US 30 just looks like, I'm on the daily. This just looks like a potential buy. Okay, it's a continuation of the trend. Let's see how many pips. And I'm just going to do this quickly, guys. I don't want to spend too much time. So anywhere between 150 or let's say 200 pips and 350 pips. So anywhere between 200 pips on a buy to 350 pips. Yeah, that's what it looks like right now. So let's look at German 30. Same thing with German 30. It's on a buy, a rally. That's about 100 pips on German 30. 100 pips on German 30. 100 pips on German 30. So that's that. Let's see. So that's that. Okay, let's look at, I just wanted to quickly do this. So I'll just look at the dollar index as well. Okay, interesting candle there. I'll be watching that to just see its movement as well. We'll check that out. Let's look at SPX. SP 500. Interesting. So the SPX is already like technically bearish. Wait, it looks like we'll see. Let's look at NAS. Yeah, I think NAS is also bullish. Okay, so wait, sorry. Okay, so let's go to the currencies. Let's first look at the metals. Gold is also one of my favorite things. Now, gold has been interesting. It dropped yesterday. I think I'll watch it for a while. I just keep looking at it for a while. Look at the lower time frame. What's it doing on the lower time frame? Mm. Gold, 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 gold. I feel on the short term it's like buying, but my bias would be for a sell. Okay, for like 154 pips, just tentatively. I'll check it out later. 150 pips on sell. Okay, let's look at AUD USD. Same thing, AUD USD, I'm buying, but not for long. Possibly, so probably not an entry right now. I'm a trend trader. I trade with a trend, so that's why you can see me. Maybe there's potential of 70 pips on AJ, 50, actually 40 pips or less. Yeah, I'm still bullish for AUDJPY, so I'd probably put maybe 70 to 90 pips on a buy. Okay, I'm pretty bullish on AJ. Then we have GBP USD. This just looks like it's way down, 90, 100 pips. So sell 100 pips. GU. Same drill. Sell of 90 pips. And guys, we can always look at this later in the week to just see how they panned out. I think it's retesting. Retest. At times, I will be looking at the re-entries on a shorter time. So let's look at Euro AUD. I'm definitely just looking for the best, the most exciting. Euro AUD, I think has like 90 pips sell or 100 pips thereabouts. We have Euro JPY. Excuse my mini lines, guys. Sometimes my support and resistance lines, I tend to just leave them there. Like, yeah. Okay, so it hit its resistance. I feel like it could break the high. EJ, I'm biased for a buy, but I think because it's on the resistance right now, a wait and see. It's a wait and see. It could just pull back, retest the high, because we have about maybe 20 pips to go, 15 pips to go, get to the high for 20 pips, and then reject and continue down for about 68, 70 pips there. So that's tentative for now. It's not yet at a play I would want to take. You see, we are now at the resistance technically. We are at a resistance here. There's been a rejection. I really feel like Euro USD is finally let's see. Actually, I might have to look at these things again. So, okay, this is probably 80 pips drop on. I'll definitely check the entry here. Yeah, it's gunning for the high, so I'll just wait to see, because this is yeah, about 20 pips. So we'll be patient to wait for the 20 pips. It's already retested that high twice. This is not an ultimate rejection, neither is this. So this looks like it might just break this high and continue. Actually, no, sorry, I mean, it hasn't broken the high and it's not a clear rejection. So this might just be a continuation down. Let's wait and see. Euro NZD, potential sell on EU though. Let me look at the day. So I'm looking at, what did I say? About, let's say 100 to 130 pips. Euro USD. And then we have Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Okay, let me just put some of these lines here. It's on the resistance trend line. It's very possible it might just break for the upside, Euro NZD, because it's right now at the support. Repeat or retest the confluence, which is 155 pips. So we'll have to look at the lower time frame see what happens here. Yeah. I'll also have to look at the news. GBP, AUD. Nice. This for me. So GBP AUD sell for 120 pips. So the really structure is really good. I'm looking at GA. Okay, let's look at GN. Yeah, I'm looking at GN. So GN 100 pips. 100 pips. Same drill on GBP CHF. So that's like I'll do 80 pips on GBP CHF on a sell. Okay, that's what it's telling me. That's what the charts are telling me. GBP, JPY. GBP, JPY. $130 pips. So okay, it's 9:33. So okay, I don't want to take too long. GJ, same drill. I looked at GU. Okay. Euro GBP. Let's look at Euro GBP. Wow, I love the way Euro GBP is looking. It's actually on the confluence. So pretty much, I feel like it's on a continuation. I feel like it's on a continuation pattern. So let's see. Euro GBP is like on a buy. So buy for like 90 pips. Euro GBP. That's what it looks like, but I'll wait for it to either reject this, but I feel like this is a real continuation pattern. Let's look at EuroCAD. So guys, I just go through all the pairs when I'm doing my analysis, and then I look at the hottest ones, or the ones that look like really meant to fire. So there's a bit of a rejection here, but a slow move up, a bit of consolidation here. Finally, EuroCAD just scaled. Finally, it's been moving very slowly. If it breaks that high, I'd probably expect it to go up anywhere from 95 to 200 pips. So on the shorter term, probably that's like 100 pips. Thinking 100 pips. What 100 pips? That's on EuroCAD. Let's look at CAD JPY. What is CAD JPY doing? It came down, rejected, went up, rejected. Looks like it wants to continue up. So I'd probably give CAD JPY about, yeah, that much. Another maybe 60 pips to go on a buy. I think that's about it, guys. I think I've looked at, let's look at NZD, JPY. NZD, JPY also looks like it's on a continuation up, maybe to the previous high, about 50 pips, maybe 90 pips. So 60 to 90 pips on a buy for NZD JPY. So I've looked at 19 pairs. I don't know if there's any other I want to look at. OddCard tell me the same thing. Usually low liquidity with OddCard, but it's definitely still on its way up. Yeah, but it's not a trade I would take. So I think I'm done with the pairs. Let me look at Euro NZD once more. So Euro NZD is just a matter of me waiting for the Z rejection. This just looks like a continuation though on the upside, to be honest. Yeah, but it's not a trade that is or that I would take, because you guys know I'm an intraday trader. But I'm also, I literally began trading as a scalper. So I tend to look at trades that also scalpers can take, because sometimes, even as an intraday, sometimes I do scalp on occasionally, because, you know, if I see a quick opportunity. So I like to give trades that also scalpers can take, 30 pips, and then the intraday trades can now, you know, keep moving their stop loss into break even to just get more pips. But this right now, I wouldn't enter because it's not too far off from the, I'd wait to see, this is 30 pips, I'd wait to see what's up with that. But technically, I feel like we are still on a resistance, I mean, at the trend line support resistance. So I'd wait to see if it breaks, but I'm biased for a buy on EN, okay? at least for 100, 150 pips there. That's my bias. Euro JPY. Did I decide? I didn't really make a decision on Euro JPY. So 20 minutes to the New York session, Euro JPY. I don't know why this looks like it wants to continue onwards. So 50-50 on a buy on, but I'm waiting to see if there'll be a rejection. Yeah, and see. I feel like there is a rejection here. So obviously I'll always go to the lower time frame. And as you can see, we are already at the, the rejection zone. This is a rejection zone. This is a rejection zone. Let's just do something here. So this is not a it's not a rejection. So I feel like Euro JPY will go up, retest, and continuation. Yeah, so Euro JPY, we're on a buy. Let's look at Euro USD again on the 30 minutes. This wasn't really a clear rejection. This is also not really a clear rejection, but so this will probably be a continuation. I mean, actually, this could go down. Sorry, USD. Yeah. So so they're pairs that obviously I'm biased on. Okay, so we have the indices: US 30, German 30, gold, AUD USD, AUD JPY. I haven't seen anything strong on AUD USD. Sorry guys, my throat is so dry. It's July weather, it's freezing in Nairobi. So yeah, really not the best weather. So this is a rejection. Rejection base, then boom, boom. This didn't move up too fast. This was a rejection here, and it just retested this previous rejection, as you can see here. Okay, with a previous rejection here. So this is a very strong zone generally. But there's a lot of, I feel though like there could be some exhaustion and all coming up. So we'd have to watch these pairs today. We have to watch them. Still biased for the buy though on AUD USD as well as AUD JPY, but AUD USD doesn't have like really strong movement or momentum, so it's not a trade I would take today. So back to the indices. Yeah, indices are telling me the same thing. So what I do is I'm done with the technicals. I just want to look at the news, right? So I'll come here. Just check let's first look at the economic calendar. Let's see what's happening today. So we don't have a lot of, actually we don't have any high impact except harmonized index of consumer prices, gross domestic product, month on month. So there's some Euro GBP news, high impact news coming up. Ah, let's look at Forex Factory first. London session coming up. Time ready, getting ready to call trades. So yes, there's not really major news today on Forex Factory. The major news already happened. I mean, news already happened, not really major, but news. Chinese trade balance looks like it was, US denominated. Yeah, so those the dollar gains against the yen, the yuan. The GBP pair GDP month on month news is out as well. Wow. Now we are waiting for USD news. So let's wait. Based on that, let's look at the GBP pairs, and that's why I guess I'm gonna sell for most of these pairs, the GBP pairs, like GBP CHF. I've looked at a sell potential, GJ sell potential, GN sell potential, GA sell potential, GU sell potential. Okay, so that's fine. Let me look at German 30 again. Yeah, so I'm seeing the same thing. It's on the support trend line. So I feel like there's gonna be a push up before now it's rejected, okay, and then it's now rejecting on the support, and then it'll just come down up here and bam, continue down. That's my analysis for today. So let's look at gold. Gold. Yesterday, gold just, kind of did its own thing as well. Now, gold is interesting. It's rejected this. So it's probably gonna go up and then continue down. It's gonna pull up a bit, possibly, maybe 60 pips, but it's really on its way down, the way I'm seeing this, on 34 pips. So I'll watch it, and then we'll see. So more news, let's see. Producer and import price index increased by 0.5% in June. Okay, let's see. Let's just read this and see what this is about. Yep, life is getting more expensive. Yeah, the indices are definitely going to eventually drop because the Fed has been pumping money, so much money, into just supporting the, whole fiscal. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you can be in so much debt, but if the economy is not growing, then oh yeah. Inflation goes up, then people are poorer. Yep, wage gap. Yeah, so the US has an aging demographic. So they will continue to go into debt because they're not producing as much in that age demographic as well. So even if he keeps on pumping money, it's still a burden. Yep. Yeah. Long term doesn't look good. Long term doesn't look good. Inflation is higher in Germany. Although their trade balance reduced. So this is just a headline. Okay, so let's look at something else. Daily effects. We're 8 minutes to the top of the hour. Yeah, GBP is definitely bearish this week, unless something happens, but guys, I'm just checking my phone news as well. So let's just move on from that. Let's look at Euro. Yep. Yep. Guys, don't worry, my daughter is in the background singing loudly. So enjoy the music. So the trade I'm really looking at today, GA, EuroCAD, definitely the indices. So those are 4 trades, definitely gold at some point. In one of the GBP, 1 or 2 of the GBP pairs. Just, yeah, 5 more minutes. Rates to watch ahead of ECB interest rate decision. Euro USD. Oh, this is July 16th. Euro USD right now is not an exciting pair to trade anyway. It's been really ranging. So I think I might pass on that one today. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. It's like really nothing much. This is the daily. If you look at my daily, like, boy. Yeah, so I feel like possibly exhausted. Maybe it could maybe get to that high, maybe before it drops. So it could continue upwards. That's about 68 pips, and then bam, drop. The drop is imminent. Just don't know. It would first drop, then retest, then drop again. So I'm waiting for the break, retest, and continuation. This could be a break, retest, continuation pattern. Or it could be a rejection, drop, continuation, or just break to the downside. So yeah, so I will look at it closer to now. It's not my priority trade though today. So that's that. So what are the news? The last news, daily effects. Okay. Market overview. Okay. Two more minutes, guys, to the London session. Okay, we look at Forex Street, FX Street. US, China are always fighting. Right? Mm. Okay, I technically think we are okay. It's now 10 a.m. London time. London session. Okay, guys, so that's that for today. Let's now go into live trading.